should be ashamed of yourself, doctor. You're a doctor.
I apologize.
Come on, man.
Yo, but this some new music we got to talk about.
Yes, we
new
do.
music.
Yes,
Yeah.
Maybe. It's open to interpretation.
Humphreys.
A few people got some bars.
I would bark.
Oh, like that.
You get lost in this shit.
Yo,
though.
you can't. Yo, honestly, this is my favorite album, and I thought the clips were like my album of the year. This is right there. With
It's
it.
right there.
It's
Yeah.
right there. With
It's
it.
right there.
This goes to my point that when everybody kept saying about the Clips album that, yo, it's a pivot, and everybody, this is gonna prove what I've been trying to say. They marketed the hell out of that album, and it's an amazing album. I think this album, if it's right there, if it's not, it's better.
I think it's better. but
I almost want to say it's better, but it's
on first listen, I think it's better. But
I'm not gonna say it's better. I think it's missing the depth of like the birds, and you know what I mean. Like it's missing a little bit of that.
That's the only thing that's gonna make it different for me. The concept of the album already makes it better for me. The Clips album.
I enjoyed this one sonically more.
Sure.
And so that was a little bit of it, but I see your point.
I get it. I'm not mad at it.
I don't think it's a wrong choice.
Like I said, it's right there.
Yeah, they right there.
Gibbs
I'm not mad at either one.
Gibbs' run as far as putting out projects needs to be spoken about. Just the level of rapping he's doing.
And he a rapper. Yes.
Yeah, but
but a lot of
consistent, bro.
A lot of the rappers that be they Achilles heel. Like they can't make an album.
They can't make albums.
Yeah,
you can rap. You can go in there and get on a freestyle and go crazy every single time.
Right.
You can jump on somebody else's beat and go crazy every single time.
Be trash.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
But putting a cohesive album together, and this ain't the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time that he's done it.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
So
He's throwing some shots. And
I feel like the whole album is throwing shots.
Yeah, he's throwing some shots.
Yeah.
I like that about Gibbs though.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I like it.
I like that.
Alchemist, I feel like went into some different bags on this. There's a lot more drums and low end, like shit is knocking a little bit more than typical Alchemist projects.
Another person we got to talk about the run that he's been on. As far
for
as
sure.
Stuff he did with Hit Boy and
shit, the 2 Chainz project in June. When I really got Larry June. The album to me was in number 2 until maybe this one pushes it.
I think rappers really need to pay attention to what the Clips and Freddie and get with a producer to really shape that sound of the project.
We need to bring that back.
If you're really trying to make a cohesive album.
I agree.
Well, get with an executive producer who understands what it is to make an album, not just giving you a cool beat. That is a lost art at this point.
You think they can afford it?
I don't
know.
Yes. I don't always think it's the you have to go get the biggest name producer. Sometimes it's just synergy. Sometimes it's just them knowing you and get some low.
Bro, I'll give you an example, dog. And this was my biggest knock on when I was talking about ESTG. He came in again with Forever Rolling. Many people ain't know who he was. It's not a big name producer, but together they sound was perfect for him. So they can go do a whole project. And now, you get what I'm saying? You don't got to go get Alk or Pharrell or something like that. Just get who works for you, lock in, and y'all build together. Stop trying to just...
A lot of times, too, it's not even necessarily like you got to pay Alchemist or Pharrell or whoever for every beat. It's like you can do a partnership album where you're just splitting the album.
And it's released on both our labels.
And executive producing an album does not mean that you're actually a person producing everything sometimes.
That's true.
You might go ahead and bring some people in, but let someone have an idea for where this album needs to go. Let them structure it.
Somebody don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. This album,
I mean, we talk, bro.
I'm not turning this off.
We talk about Nas as one of the greatest ever, but the big knock against him was what? Beat picking. And then what happens? You sit down with Hit Boy and knocked out 2 classic series.
Yeah.
I think that was unfair what they were putting on him, but I get it.
But it was unfair a little bit. But
little unfair, but there was some truth in there.
A little bit.
So, yeah.
They killed him for having Trackmasters production. Like, that wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying? Like,
everything don't work, but everything don't work for everybody, yo.
That don't mean we gonna
just
mesh.
Because you the best over here.
You heard what Kanye said?
Right.
But it was written was a classic.
Yeah.
But at the time, people were like, "Oh man, it's all this clean production." And looking back at it now, I was like,
I like it.
First of all, it wasn't that clean.
I like it better than Illmatic.
A super classic. Yeah.
I hate that conversation, but yes,
we're not gonna have it again. But
I hear it, I respect it, but I think that's crazy.
Is there anything else in new music?
Well, it's plenty of stuff. I just want to add another piece to this Tyler thing because at the conversation we had a couple of days ago, I hadn't heard it yet. I don't know what the fuck Joe was talking about. I mean, he was clowning a little bit the sound of it. Like, it's like it was like 80s. Like
This shit sound good.
it sounds amazing.
That shit is fire.
That shit is fire.
You heard it in the car?
It do got an 80s feel to it.
It
does have an 80s feel to it.
Yeah, just not the 80s music he was
Yeah,
playing.
he was putting the different 80s on it.
He was joking, but
I know, I get it.
No, it has an 80s feel to it.
Yeah.
Mostly all the songs that I heard, you could literally.
I had a really horrible joke, and I'm going to leave it alone. Carry on.
What's the joke?
It's an inappropriate.
We'll just say it, and then just in case we got
don't try to lure him into your little.
Hey, you know.
No, it's fine.
No, but it's 29 minutes of great music to me. I listened to it a few times because it's a short album. I was able to listen to it a few times over a short amount of time, and I loved every track down to the last track. When the last track, which is maybe my favorite one, it was time to. It was back at the top of the album again. And I was like, yo, that was a good ride. It was 29 minutes, and he did a pop up in Brooklyn a couple of days ago. I know some people who were there, and they said it was crazy.
He was under the bridge or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Under the Cambridge.
Tyler has entered that level of artistry where I don't think it's possible for him to make bad music. It's not. It's just going to be a matter of if you're into it at the moment and whatever his creative direction is. Like that, I listened to it yesterday, and I was like,
I was blown away by it, actually.
Dope. Like, I just like that every album's progressing. He has a different sound. The look of it is different. He's going into more of getting off an idea, getting off an actual concept instead of just...
It reminded me of when Kanye was in his bag at that moment where he was like, I don't know what he's about to do next, but I'm going to just go for it. And again, I might not love this one or that one, but I appreciate the artistry of it. I felt the same way listening to this. And the last Tyler album, I felt the same way about it. And it's interesting.
And the one before that.
Yeah,
and the one before that.
Let me just stop this video real fast. At this point in the album, it is clear that Alfredo 2 is not just a sequel, it is a leveling up. Gibbs sounds sharper, more reflective, and totally in sync with Alchemist's moody, cinematic production. You can feel the maturity, the polish, and the hunger all at once. This is not coasting on past success, it is building something even bigger.
Yeah,
and
actually,
and the one before that.
right.
Yeah.
He's been on a very fucking
run.
Yeah, and it's like generation. My nephew, who's like, I think he's like 12 or something, I don't know. But he listens. He's a huge fan. He was at the show in Philly, like screaming, jumping up, and and the whole crowd's there. I got my friends who were under the bridge in Brooklyn the other day, and it's like his fan base is so wide, and the music, the body of work is so long. Now you can go back a couple decades now. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. Like,
and it's funny because his first introduction to me, it was kind of like this kid who didn't take anything serious.
Yeah, for sure.
But you see in his art, like he takes this.
What he grew into, right?
Yeah, like what he grew into, the way he speaks about hip hop now. Whenever you hear him, he's like, I see him in the future being one of the big spokesmen for hip hop, just as far as elder statesmen, the people that you look up to would be him.
I think in the last 8 years, maybe, I'm not sure if you can name someone who makes better albums than Tyler.
I don't have
wrong.
I don't have a fight with you on that.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
This run
Kendrick, Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
I think he's like
they're in the same conversation.
Yeah, they're in that conversation.
I would say Tyler more, but in the same conversation.
I think he makes more. There's more room for everyone to love a Tyler album, maybe.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick really does stick to a certain base as far as hip hop wise go.
Yeah.
And Tyler goes to places where whether he's singing or whether he's rapping. So yeah, I give you that. But as far as the quality, they both.
It's again, which one do you like?
Yeah.
It's like, which one do you like? What else is out there that's dope?
Well, real quick, because they're looking at. We were talking about what Tyler might do first week.
Tyler said,
Stop playing with me.
He shit on all of us, right?
Our bad.
Stop playing with me.
He did.
It was like 2-something?
215.
Oh shit!
In a short week.
Yeah.
I had him at like 160, 170. Yeah, and I was feeling like that was generous.
That's right, because he dropped on Monday.
On Monday. Oh, short week.
But my thought was that week 2 it would even out. Like basically he would kill everybody week 2, and I still think he is going to kill everybody week 2. But he's.
They said 140,000 of that is pure sales.
Wow.
Even the pure sales number is
That's fire.
Damn.
salute.
Yeah, round of applause. Round of applause.
I don't think
well fucking deserved.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that the numbers matter, but still.
Yeah, numbers don't matter, but you just highlight shit.
I'm not sure if didn't he post something about him and Frank Ocean being like, it's a rap.
Oh, I didn't see that.
People kept asking, and he made a post like, yo, it's
Wait, say more. I want to make sure we talk about the same thing.
not a rap, but just saying like they're no longer cool, they're disconnected, our future's over, don't ever.
I didn't hear that. That's unfortunate.
I didn't hear it, but we haven't seen Odd Future as a collective in 10 years.
There's no surprise there, but I didn't realize it was any reason why given.
He didn't say.
That's unfortunate.
Frank seemed to be doing whatever he's doing. I can see how that would just be.
You inconsiderate, Frank.
You know, I'm not following you down this joke late. Maybe after work.
Salute to Tyler. Salute to Freddie and Al. That album is absolutely incredible.
Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist's much-anticipated sequel, Alfredo 2, which dropped on July 25, 2025, arrives not simply as a follow-up to their Grammy-nominated 2020 release Alfredo, but as a necessary evolution, a deeper, darker, and more cinematic exploration of the aesthetic and emotional terrain they first charted together. While the original album distilled mafioso imagery into luxurious soul-sampled beats and concise verse structures, this sequel expands the palette, Tokyo-inspired noir visuals set by a short film directed by Nick Walker, Japanese film samples scattered throughout the tracks, and production that feels simultaneously brooding and refined, with smoky synthesizers, drifting flutes, and jazzy guitars creating a hazy ambience evocative of walking down neon-lit alleyways at midnight. The lead single, 1995, a deliberate callback to the opener, 1985, from Alfredo, opens the album with gritty guitar lines and bristling confidence, signaling that this isn't nostalgia for nostalgia's sake, it's continuation with renewed purpose. Across 14 tracks, featuring Anderson .Pac, Ensalada, Larry June, Feeling, and JID, Gold Feet, Gibbs displays his lyricism in full, switching cadences effortlessly, painting vivid scenes from street violence to emotional reckoning, while Alchemist's production provides the perfect counterpoint, understated yet textured, a slow-burning foundation that allows Gibbs's words to land with weight. The album resonates because it's what was needed from this duo at this moment, not a retread of past glory, nor an easy replay of familiar themes, but an album that pushes the template forward. Gibbs's previous solo work, including You Only Die One NCE, made clear he remains one of rap's most technically agile and emotionally honest MCs. Yet paired with Alchemist, his intensity finds perfect organization, and Alfredo 2 delivers another can't-miss meal, with standout moments like the double-time mastery of Lemon Pepper Steppers, the brooding menace of Skinny Suge 2, and the contemplative soul of Ensalada. Critics note that while it may not eclipse the tight perfection of Alfredo, the sequel earns its place through evolution, with more narrative ambition, longer runtime, and emotional breadth. It recalibrates expectations rather than chasing them. In forums like Reddit, fans already rank it among the duo's top 5 projects, praising its replay value, atmosphere, and the way Gibbs and Alchemist refuse stagnation even after 2 decades of grinding in the rap game. In short, Alfredo 2 was needed to give fans more than a sequel. It had to be a statement, a reassertion of why Freddie Gibbs remains a force when paired with one of hip-hop's most consistent producers, and why their collaboration continues to feel essential, fresh, and cinematically alive.